Ah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the last series of tonight. We got some Div C action in the form of COOP'S, CUTIES, and DOOKIE brothers. I don't know if you guys heard this before. Big fan of the team logo for COOP'S, CUTIES. Same thing. We can only guess as to which club either of these teams are. But enough of that. I am joined by the one and only Obie's Homing Pigeon. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's such a lovely night for DCRL. The start of the season is always so much fun, and Div C is one of my favorite divs. I mean, I tend to favor the lower divs just as a lower div player myself, so I always love some lower div action. Fun to get the season started back up.
I am also excited here. This will be last series was my first Div B series this season. This will be my first Div C series this season. It's always fun to watch these Div C teams, but enough talk about that. We are gonna head on over to the stats here. Wrong button. This one. Div C team standings. One of the only divisions to have a very good amount of their games played. You saw earlier today Vic's Cream going up against Chop Cheddar. Gee, I wonder where they got that team name from. I believe it was Chop Cheddar that took that series. I want to say it was in 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe chat someone. I don't know. But I mean,
Right?
we're not worried about though. We're here for COOP'S, CUTIES. Golly, that's tongue twister. COOP'S, CUTIES, and DOOKIE brothers there. Any stats that you kind of noticed right off the bat for either two of those teams?
I mean, it obviously is early. But COOP'S Cutie shooting percentage is really standing out to me. 40% is insane as a team, and again, it's only been one series, but that is pretty dominant stuff. So we'll see if they can't keep that going for them. DOOKIE brothers, nothing really jumping off the page for me yet, but again, it's the start of the season, so teams are kind of getting their stuff figured out, and also it's hard to say right now, but that shooting percentage looks dangerous for COOP'S Cuties.
Shooting percentage, indeed. I mean, you're winning like best of 5. You already played one game. That you've only dropped one game so far in this season here to get that 75% shots. A lot of these stats are going to be a little bit skewed, especially in week 1. Not a whole lot of data to kind of sort through, but they are league leading and shooting percentage, the highest league leading. Well, obviously they're leading, but they're kind of leading by a pretty decent margin there. Tied for assists only with the Plastered Plats, as well as goals against. Not quite the stat you want to be league leading in, but I mean, or maybe it's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing. They don't do a whole bunch of goals. Anyways, enough with the stats. I guess I'll start with talking about COOP'S, CUTIES, captained by the one and only Kier Shiesty, the returning champ from, I want to say it was Div C last season, Sir Zarok, and then you have Happy, the demon on the keyboard sticks, I believe. Kier Shiesty leading his teams in goal, as well as shooting percentage. Sir Zarok being that right-hand man for him. Golly, freaking Spotify. Play music. Being that right-hand man, that his first mate, if you will, for demos and the assists, and then you just have Happy. He's there. One game though recorded, so a little bit of skewed stats. Anyways, you want to talk about this blue team here?
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking at the we're looking at the DOOKIE brothers, or we're still looking at COOP'S Cuties here.
We are looking at the DOOKIE brothers.
Yeah, so they got Golden Draken, 80 Weighty, and Grayskull. 80 Weighty, one of the more interesting stories in DCRL last season, coming in halfway through the season as a replacement captain for a Div D team. He brought his team all the way to the playoffs, and they performed decently at LAN. He's a really interesting story to watch as second man here. Golden Draken, really solid player, of course. And then Grayskull loves to go for demos, so we'll see how many of those he can get. He's already up to 1.8. Not quite league leading yet, but that's a hefty amount of demos per game for them. All around, like a really evenly balanced team, and obviously starting out 1-0. So two very solid teams here. We'll see which team can get the momentum early here, and I'm just so curious to see how many demos Grayskull ends up going for.
Yeah, like you said before, 80 being that pinch captain there for that team, able to lead his team to victory all the way to land, which is absolutely insane, especially when you don't have as much chem as say those other teams do. Did you kind of predict like the games and who's gonna be winning? I'm not sure if I caught that.
I did not make a prediction yet. I mean, I think COOP'S Cuties is going to be really tough to beat here. They've looked so dominant throughout their first series here, but DOOKIE Brothers is no pushover. I am going to pick COOP'S Cuties here. I'm going to pick them in 4.
COOP'S Cuties in 4. Honestly, that is a very, very respectable choice indeed. But to keep the competition, the double Jordan cast, not to dox our names there, but honestly, I kind of had to go with this DOOKIE Brothers squad. You got Golden Dragon. That was my op back in my Div D days. He hit a ceiling shot on me. Never again. And then like we were kind of glazing up 80 there. He was, I would like to say, he was one of the big factors there for his team going as far as they did. But Grayskull, he is no pushover as well. I've definitely seen his name called out a lot of times during a lot of these streams. I believe he's going to be their whole team of rookies other than this orange team in the form of COOP'S Cuties. So there's a Rook being the newest one on that team. But he is the returning champ, so we'll see if that ego proves to be a good thing or a bad thing. But enough of that. I'm sure you guys are just itching and waiting for the Rocky League to happen here. Yeah, I mean, who do you think's gonna take game number 1 here?
I'd like to see DOOKIE Brothers take it just to find their footing here, but I think in all likelihood COOP'S Cuties is going to come out and try to make a statement early. I'm going to take COOP'S Cuties in game 1, but it'll be interesting to see which team can come out faster.
Yeah, I love like just watching these team dynamics, especially like when it comes to like any sort of Rocket League. You have teams that'll start hot right out the gate, and then they tend to kind of not necessarily crash and burn, but they tend to kind of simmer down a little bit there. And then when you're going up against a team that like takes a little bit to ramp up, it's definitely not a good combination to go up against. But who knows? Maybe this is fire versus fire, ice versus ice sort of team. But game number 1, a little over 30 seconds remaining. Just a little bit of back and forth action there. A little bit of miscommunication. Golden Dragon trying to get the pass back towards 80. It's a nice pop up 1. Maybe a double tap, but no, denied by Sir Zarok. 80 trying to get something, but gets bumped for his efforts. Golden Dragon able to get a pass 1. Rule 1 maybe, but no. Happy able to deny anything going on there. Grayskull, nice touch. Golden Dragon does turn, but blocked away by a Sir Zarok. Finds a nice 50 towards the middle as this ball just ends up careening right in front of Kiersheisty's hands. Grayskull avoiding the demo there, gets demoed himself, but that just might be it. What just happened?
Man, unfortunate there. Happy, I think it was, not able to find the saves. Ends up finding the own goal. Very unfortunate start there for COOP'S Cuties. Man, that is a tough break there for Happy.
You know, just a little bit. That's definitely not something you want to see, especially when you're trying to win. That's definitely not the right thing to go about that here. But not a whole lot of game played. There definitely is a lot of time for COOP'S Cuties to find a lead. And as I say that, Grayskull shutting me up there, getting this lead up by 2 in game number 1.
Yeah, dribbling it right around Happy. And something I've been noticing here is COOP'S Cuties actually the team going for a lot of demos. They've been getting them, but it hasn't really worked out for them. They're getting so aggressive going for the demos that they're leaving their net wide open, and DOOKIE Brothers have been able to capitalize, but there's a kickoff goal for Sir Zarok. What is happening in this game so far?
Just a little Div C shenanigans here. It's one of those divs that are just so unpredictable to see we're barely 2 minutes in and we've already seen 3 goals. It just seems to be one team punches the other team punches back. Which one's gonna go down first though? Kier, nice shot, nice touch towards the sidewall. It does end up going 80-80's way. We'll take a boost maybe. That is great follow up, but not enough to get it over Happy. Golden Dragon, not a lot of boost. Forced to kind of bang it down the this COOP'S Cooties team. Cuties, golly. That's going to be rough for me to say for the rest of the season here. 50 ends up going towards the sidewall. 80-80 is there. Grayskull maybe trying to get the touch, but Happy is going to do it for him. Able to bang it over there with the breakout of all cars. I expect to see some sort of freestyle clip coming from Happy here.
I mean, Happy can hit it. All these guys are sneakily mechanical, especially for Div C, and it is interesting too. I believe that we lost Div E this year, so a lot of these guys are coming from Div D last semester up to C. So it's interesting to see how they can kind of play up, see how well that works for him. We're going to see Golden Dragon try to set up Grayskull here, but that's going to be well defended by Happy. 80-80 does take that to the corner, but Happy gets it around him. No boost off the wall, though. He's going to hit it out to the middle. Grayskull up, but Kier gets it around him. Happy there, just no boost for this COOP'S Cuties team, and Golden Dragon is going to get some pressure started for DOOKIE brothers.
Yeah, pressure indeed there as we see Golden Dragon trying to get something. I'm loving this pass back action here coming from DOOKIE brothers. They're not trying to rush anything. They're playing slow and methodical, and that's something that I really like to see, especially in these lower levels. 80-80 maybe going for the corner reset. Who goes for that in Div C? I gotta respect the effort, honestly. Mad aura points coming there. Here trying to get something, but met well by Grayskull. Golden Dragon trying to find the double tap, but no, tapped away by Surzaroke. Unable to find the follow-up. 80-80 able to take advantage of that. Tries to get it past one, but no, 50 away over by Kier. A great bounce though. A little bit unfortunate for this DOOKIE brothers team. Happy trying to find a touch mid. Ball bounces way too high for Kier. Unable to make contact. Just to see Dragon banging it towards this COOP'S Cuties corner. Pinch maybe in the net. No, just goes wide.
Absolutely. Happy makes a nice touch away from one, and Kier is up to get it by. Grayskull is going to take it across and go for the corner. He's not going to have time to get the boost, so he's going up the wall, gets challenged by Surzaroke. It's going to end up in front of the goal. Happy's there, and he's going to get the goal, put it up over 80-80. That was a beautiful pass there set up by Surzaroke.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty good touches going on there. COOP'S Cuties able to find the equalizer right away. But minute 26 seconds. Anything can happen. We kind of saw it in the last series there. Those two teams are kind of duking it out in game number 5. But this is game number 1. Grayskull with the 50. Kier met well off the corner. Can we see something happen? Pinch goes out mid right in front of Happy. Golden Dragon, though, the little pass action, able to steal the lead back here for DOOKIE brothers.
Yeah, off a beautiful setup from Grayskull. Happy just didn't quite get the touch he wanted. He thought he had time to catch and turn it, but Draken just right there didn't see him and gets the easy put away to give his team the lead right back. This has been a high-paced game so far. I mean, kind of crazy for a game 1. You usually expect those to be a little slower, kind of the teams kind of trying to feel each other up, but no, these two teams are just throwing haymakers at each other.
Haymakers indeed. A minute now remaining here in game number 1. Grayskull with the air dribble meets 80-80, but denied by Kier. This is a little bit of a rough clear. Golden Dragon able to find the pinch. Surzaroke unable to find his goal. As you see the bang coming from Grayskull. Happy trying to get something going, trying to get any sort of like denial on this pressure. 80-80 off the backboard. It's cleared away by Surzaroke, and they just kind of seem to be stuck in their half. This COOP'S Cutie team. 80-80 finds a touch towards his teammate, and I'm loving the rotational positions coming from this DOOKIE brothers team. I can't say it enough there, but rotations are definitely key against like a team of ultra aggressive Div C players, but that doesn't matter. Kier able to find the equalizer.
Yeah, my internet is really struggling here, so I don't know how much of this is going to come through, but that is a great goal there from Kier, tying up this game with just 22 seconds left. It's a great performance from both teams here. We'll see if these 22 seconds either team can pull away, or if we're going to get overtime in game 1.
That would definitely send a message to both of these teams, just showing how equal but yet different both teams are. Golden Dragon trying to get the shot off of this Grayskull demo. A little bit of a scramble here. Kier, not a whole lot of boost, kind of forced to get a 50, unable to find the wave dash, finds himself awkward. 80-80 is up, but no, the cut from Happy. Ladies and gentlemen, overtime in game number 1.
That's just so awesome here. OT in game one is always so entertaining. We'll see
Oh,
which team
no.
can come away because this is a huge
Uh-oh.
momentum boost for the series.
Uh-oh.
Kier looking for it, gets a demo, and Happy's going to put an end to this game one only 7 seconds into overtime.
That was such a short overtime. I was expecting it to at least be 30 seconds, but nope. Kier able to find the demo, just leaves the net wide open for Happy. COOP'S Cuties taking game number 1.
Absolutely, and both teams looked really strong. Again, something that was surprising me was COOP'S Cuties going for a lot of demos as a whole, and there were times where it came to bite him, but like there, it really worked for him. Kier getting that demo was able to take one of the defenders out and seal the overtime goal. So we'll see if they keep up that style or if they pull back a little bit, but Dookie Brothers needs to find a way to kind of get around it and maybe cause some disruption of their own.
I couldn't agree more here. 80 though, the second man for Dookie Brothers. Not quite the performance you want to see, especially from your first pick of the draft there. Not to kind of dog on him, but you kind of gotta expect a little bit more there, coming from this Dookie Brothers squad. But I mean, it is game number 1. Don't tell Silk I said this, but it can be a little bit of a feeder game. So I guess we'll have to see what game number 2 has in store for us.
Absolutely, and anytime it goes to overtime, the team that wins is gonna have a pretty big momentum boost. I mean, no matter how long the overtime is, right? Just because like you were right with them, tied, go to overtime, and you lose, that can be real demoralizing. So it's interesting to see how teams respond to that from the losing end. We'll see if Dookie Brothers can find a way to bounce back, or if they find some momentum slipping away from them.
Yeah, but time will tell. Game number 2 off and running as you see Sirza Roke off the ceiling, off the sidewall, denying this any sort of startup pressure. 80 though with a great flick, able to get it past Happy, who tries to get the pre-jump though, ends up finding 80 in the 50. Golden Dragon trying to get the shot though, but this ball is just going to roll right in front of Grayskull. Happy though with the pre-jump as this ball is spiked towards the ceiling. 80 is up already, double tap opportunity, maybe no, off, but Grayskull trying to keep it going. Finds a 50 off the corner. Kier is there, able to keep this up and running. Golden Dragon, not a whole lot of boost, ends up getting demoed for his efforts, but he does find a flick over 1. 80 is there, but beaten by Happy. Miscommunication, a little bit of a double commit there coming from the Dookie Brothers half. Sirza Roke bangs it off the corner, a little bit high, not a whole lot that his team can do with it. See if Kier can get something likewise there. Tries to find the demo, but 80 able to clear it away.
Yeah, Dookie Brothers kind of need to find a clear and get some pressure of their own here. They're finding themselves in a lot of pressure, and it's causing them to double commit a lot. They're low on boost. Here we're going to see 80 try to get it himself, try to center it for his team. Can't quite find the touch. Kier sends that one away. Happy back down to the middle. Kier has the ball. 80 manages to get him off, but Happy is right there. He's going for something nasty, but can't quite find it, though, and Grayskull's going to take it away.
No, okay, so we're like that, Happy. I see there. Kier with a little bit of a misflip going on. Sirza Roke getting demoed in the back line. Kier trying to get a flick over 1, ends up having this ball right in front of Golden Dragon's lap. Able to air dribble it past 1, but I want to say he got bumped. A little bit of a pinch there coming from Happy, maybe trying to keep the momentum going, but no, Grayskull is there, hits it off the corner, tries to get something going of his own, unable to make contact. It is just going to drop right in front of Kier, double tap, maybe, cleared away by Golden Dragon.
Yeah, Sirza Roke is going to try to take this one off the wall. Draken up, does get a great 50 with him there. 80 is up, but Happy's able to keep that to the corner. We're going to see Grayskull try to get something. Kier gets a great 50. He's going to have some time to get to this ball. Maybe Draken going to try to challenge him in the corner. Does get a decent 50 out. He's going to get a pop around one. Roke there gets it up over Golden Dragon. Happy is there for the shot. That's just off, and Grayskull's going to take that one away.
Draken, whatever. Oh, that's dangerous, maybe. Oh, bar down. That's so unfortunate there. Who was that underneath the crossbar? And not the place you wanted to be there. Krill trying to pinch it. So there's a Roke is there and tries to put a hand up, unable to find a touch. Kier, unfortunately, at knocking this into the back of his own net. Dookie Brothers up 1.
Those could be so heartbreaking, but it is kind of just one of those, like, what can you do in that situation? He's trying to get back in the net, just finds himself wrong place, wrong time. 80, nice shot, but Kier is there. He's going to send that one away. He's got an opportunity here. He's around the defense. He can get around Grayskull. He does. Nasty work by Kier there. What a shot from him.
The shyster himself finds the nice pop and is able to find the absolute air dookie, the air dunk there happening on that. I want to say that was Gray Skull there, unable to make the clear there. But COOP'S Cutie, golly, petition to change their name. I don't like it. It hurts my brain, hurts my tongue. Here though, double tap. Surzarok is there, maybe able to slot it, and the heat is just emitting from this COOP'S Cuties team.
Yeah, COOP'S Cuties on fire right now, and we're seeing why their shooting percentage is so high. They just get such good looks. Their rotations are really good. They play really aggressive, and they're able to kind of work off each other. One will generate an open look for the other, and they'll just put those in. They're really rolling right now. Dookie Brothers needs to find anything to give themselves some momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this COOP'S Cuties team, they definitely kind of started off a little bit cold. You could see a little bit of sparks there. Happy getting that musty demo on the backline there, and the Dookie Brothers, they found their goal, but there really hasn't been a whole lot of action coming from this team. You know they want to do something, but they're just unable to find that missing puzzle piece to unlock it. Here though, with the absolute like dunk of the century, Happy trying to find the touch mid, ends up getting pinched by 80 double tap opportunity. Made coming from his Kier ends up going mid. 80 is there, but Zarok is patient, gets the backflip, gets the half flip, ends up launching it towards the corner there. Golden Dragon goes a little bit too far there. Pinch off mid. Happy is there. This is just going to waterfall straight out the corner. It bounces a little too high over Krill, but Surzarok is there. Shot maybe goes low, but Golden Dragon is there. Not without getting bumped, though. 80 hands this one over to Happy, and it just seems to be a scramble back and forth in this Dookie Brothers corner.
Yeah, it's been in that same corner for a long time. Here we see a little bit of a double commit there. Happy, oh, I thought he could have had that double there. Not quite. Here we got a 3-on-1 opportunity. Grayskull is there. Trying to get around here. He does. Sirocco is back. Here, unfortunate placement from himself there, but he is able to get this save. That is clutch from Kier as he almost set up Dookie Brothers with the tying goal. Kier trying to turn this into offense here. Takes the boost, goes for the demo, doesn't get anybody. Sirocco there to keep the pressure in the corner. Draken low boost. Trying to keep it to the corner. Gets it around Happy, but Sirocco right there. This pressure from COOP'S Cuties has been just relentless so far.
I don't know if you can see it in the cams there, Pigeon, but every time Kier makes a play that he knows he needs to make, you can kind of see him with the immaculate aura there. You have to wait and see. He does something. He throws up some sort of like gang sign or so I don't know what he's doing, but he knows what he's doing is the right move. Surzarok trying to get one mid. This is just gonna lob in the corner. Kier gets it off the side while Grayskull trying to keep this up alive. They need to find some sort of equalizer. This might just be in the net, and that is just salt in the wound coming from Surzarok.
Yeah, absolutely. Just gets a nice hit off the wall and it's going to drop right in. But, I mean, you kind of got to put it by you if you're Dookie Brothers and focus on the next game. You're down 2-0. Nothing you've done so far has worked particularly well. You're going to need to come up with some way to get by this pressure from COOP'S Cuties.
Yeah, I mean, this COOP'S Cuties team they've definitely awoken. I don't know the word. It's late, I'm tired, not really. But Kier, the captain here, definitely showing out. You can definitely see my my first mate comment there coming from Surzarok. Leading in goals there, but he has been there to kind of clean up, able to be that tap-in merchant for his captain, and Happy is just here for the aura. He's here to hit the musty flick and go home. But 80 definitely has woken up here. Not quite enough to take this game number 2, but we shall see if they get swept here in game number 3.
Yeah, and something that's been interesting to me as well, I've been talking about how aggressive COOP'S Cuties have been, especially with the demos, but unless, I mean, I could have just glanced over some, but I don't think Grayskull has any, and that's what he's known for. So it'll be interesting to see if, like, he gets back to himself finding the demos, because clearly that worked for their team their last series, but he hasn't found any yet, and maybe that's why they're having so much trouble here. Regardless, something needs to change for Dookie Brothers this game, otherwise they're in danger of a sweep.
Yeah, Grayskull definitely, that's why I keep hearing his name. He's the guy that demos a lot. Thank you for reminding me there. But 80 taking this spot instead. Tries to find the dunk though. That might have been a little too much. Maybe not have been a goal, Schrodinger's goal there, but 0-0 here at the start of the game. 80-80 does turn on this ball. Ends up popping it high. There's a Roke though. Says, no way, Jose. This ball is just going to land right in front of Golden Dragon. Unable to make anything go. Kier is there to take advantage of it. And this time, he is the tap-in merchant for Sir Zarok.
Yeah, and once again, it's just these guys setting each other up. They're so aggressive, always in the right spot, and Dookie Brothers is not able to get it out of their half. They need to get some offense. They need to find it fast. Otherwise, this lead is just going to get out of hand fast.
Definitely is. You want to snuff any sort of momentum here that COOP'S Cuties is having, or they're just going to run away with it, and we're getting swept. Definitely not something you want to see here, Gray Skull. Half tanking the boost. Do we see the ceiling shot? Maybe. Please hit it. Go in. Just a little too far, but this is going to fall right in front of Draken. A little bit patient here. Gets the 50 with Happy. This ball is just going to stay in the midfield, but we see a demo there from Happy on the opposing captain. Akira trying to get something going for himself. And Soroki bumped by the Dookie Brothers. Pinch happening from Happy. A little bit of an awkward touch. That is mid. Kier, awkward as it may be. 80-80 though with the save towards the corner. And it just seems like they're just low on boost. They got to find some sort of clear so they can breathe here.
Yeah, and they're finding it right now. Finally getting some pressure of their own. This ball to the corner, heading mid, but Zarok able to keep it in the corner. Grayskull up, gets a decent pinch out. Draken is there, gets it around one, but Kier is up. He's going to take this one to the corner. 80-80 going to try to play this one off. He hits it to the side. That's going to be sent down. Happy makes a nice touch to keep it from going to his corner. 80-80 is up. Can he find the pass to Grayskull? But no, can't quite find it.
Agua is good, but Grayskull hits this towards the sidewall. So there's a rough, not a whole lot of boost though. Finds a beautiful flick, tries to get the bump, but 80-80 able to avoid it. Knocks it towards the corner, able to get a pass one. Happy, solid touch mid, ends up getting banged away by Golden Dragon, who doesn't have a whole lot of boost to work with. Ends up fighting a 50 towards the middle, towards his teammate. Grayskull hitting this towards the sidewall. Do we see maybe another sidewall attempt? No, we see an amazing shot attempt though. 80-80 is there, but the goalpost is loud. That is not something you want to hear, especially when you need one more goal to find the equalizer.
Yeah, unfortunate. Zarok finding another pass. Happy is up. Can't quite find the goal, though. This is in the corner. Zarok gets the boost. Is there. Draken makes a great play to get this one out. Here he goes. He's going up this ball towards the backboard. It's going to be dangerous going across the goal, but Grayskull is there. He's got time. He gets the corner boost, takes up the wall. Kier reads it well, though. Keeps this pressure on. Draken has time. He's going to try to catch. Get it around Happy. Tries to get around Zarok. He does. If 80-80 can get there, it's an open net, and he's going to get there and put it home, tying up this game for Dookie Brothers.
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time there. Zaroki not realizing that he's back, ends up conceding that equalizer goal there for his team. Dookie Brothers finding the equalizer, little over 2 minutes remaining. Could this be the start of a reverse sweep?
That would be insane. I'd love it, though. Here we go. Draken finding his team a lead. That is huge for them. We'll see if they can't hold on to it. A kickoff goal. That's just what they needed. Draken, right place, right time, and nobody from COOP'S Cuties able to get this one out of their net.
Very way to find a quick goal, honestly. Way to find that lead back, especially from a team that's just kind of been as suffocating as this COOP'S Cuties team. Kier, though, trying to find a goal of his own. The ball ends up going mid. 80-80 able to deny that off the backboard. Tries to find a clear. Does find one, but this is just going to fall right in front of Zarok, who gets denied by Golden Dragon. Gets the sidewall clear. Happy, though, able to dunk Grayskull. Gets the doink over one, but 80-80 is lying in wait. He is prepared, but Krill is even more prepared. Dragon playing it slow. Let's get 50 towards his own corner. And I like the fact that this Dookie Brothers team, I've said it already, they're patient. They're patient, and it's working for them. They're not trying to overcommit like as much as you'd want a team to overcommit at all there. But I feel like it's kind of come to get them there. Maybe they're playing a little too passively, and there's change in momentum coming from them. It is what's leading them to take the game. But they just need to survive 1 minute to take game number 3.
Yeah, absolutely, and patience can absolutely be a virtue here. 80-80 with no boost is going to get the pass up, but Zarok is there to send that one away. Happy does got control of this ball, gets it around Draken, tries to get around Grayskull, but Grayskull gets a great 50. This could be dangerous, but Zarok is able to make the touch. Draken is up, gets it off the corner. Zarok may have centered this. Kier makes a great touch to keep that to the corner as well. 80-80 up, doesn't quite find the touch he wants. Kier is up, he's going to take this one mid. Happy is there, gets a touch to the corner. He's still up, trying to find a pass to one of his teammates here. Zarok is up, but Draken meets him well. 20 seconds is all Dookie Brothers has to hold on for. Kier puts a shot on, not quite. Happy is there. He puts it on. 80-80 makes a great save. Zarok is up. Is this one going to find his way in? What a save. Kier is there, and there's the tying goal. Oh, there was great defense from Dookie Brothers, but they just couldn't hold on forever.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to them though. It was just kind of shot after shot after shot, but eventually the iron wall did crumble, and COOP'S Cuties able to find the equalizer with 12 seconds left here. I don't think any one of these teams, especially the Dookie Brothers, want to be in the other side of overtime, especially against this COOP'S Cuties team. I just feel like it's only going to be a matter of time, me personally, that COOP'S Cuties take this game number 5.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to see some pressure immediately. Draken is able to put it off. But yeah, COOP'S Cuties have thrived under pressure, and they've been creating it this whole game. If they just had to survive for 20 seconds, Dookie Brothers, and couldn't quite hold on for long enough. But we're going to see some offense from Dookie Brothers. They're going to try to take this game. Happy makes a touch out. Grayskull can't quite find the touch he wanted there. Zarok is up. He's going to get this one down mid to Happy. He's going to try to wait. He reads it well, but Kier is there for the save.
The Shyster able to prolong the life of COOP'S Cuties. Happy though, a little awkward, forcing Zarok to get the touch. A ball off the corner, a little bit awkward, but here able to get the save there. What we need is a Golden Draken ceiling shot to take this game. That'd be awesome if he did there. 80-80 though finds the touch. Zarok has to rush back. He gets this clear off the corner. This could be awkward though. Happy is there. Bang off the sidewall. Do we see a double tap? Maybe we do. Oh my god. Happy reading the waterfall. Look at this. Bang towards this Dookie Brothers half. It's able to read it. Nothing but net. It doesn't even bounce. What a clean way to sweep your second series in Div C.
Wow, Happy was just tired of it. He said, all right, guys, I'm taking over. I'm doing this all myself. And he puts that one home. That was absolutely beautiful from him. And that is just like the best way to secure a sweep I can think of. Man, that is disgusting.
Yeah, holy cow. Like, I mean, like, god damn. I mean, that was such a good shot to hit. Especially if you're trying to make your name here in Div C. But let's go see what they think about it. Let's get the boys in the call. Let's see if I can. It's broken. It's broken. I love this. I love it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna. Don't mind me, folks. Moving things around. Mine.
It wouldn't be DCRL without a little bit of scuffness, though.
Nope.
Yeah, it took a few tries.
Just
there we go.
bit. Hey,
got it. Sweet.
What team were you guys? You guys were orange team.
Yeah, we were orange.
But, boys. Oh, my camera's off. Camera's everywhere. Jesus. Congratulations. COOP'S Cuties, what an amazing series to watch and to sweep nonetheless. What an amazing fashion to win your second series. I guess my first question would be, was there any sort of like game plan you had going on, a little bit of worries? Maybe there's a player on the other team that you guys absolutely knew you needed to shut down going into the series?
I guess I'll answer that one. Well, I mean, we just had a simple rule: play consistent, play consistent, trust your teammates, proper rotations, and I mean, that was about it. Everything else just fell into place. We played maybe 2 games before this. My GPU and my PC went out, so I haven't been on. So, yeah.
That's not good. Not good at all. But hey, I mean, you guys won in a pretty dominant fashion. Happy.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
like
we already know this
the man himself, the golden eyes. They're able to read that waterfall.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it was me personally, I would have done like a pancake, like double musty. But I mean, your
okay,
shot was
that's
pretty.
way-
Your shot was
that's
pretty
too
good
much
too.
work, bro.
Your shot was pretty good too.
Hey, I
I'm not
appreciate
gonna
it.
lie.
I appreciate
I
it.
mean, you can definitely go back and like maybe someone clipped it already. That was an amazing shot. My reaction there definitely did it justice. But I mean,
Yeah,
do you
back
like?
for that one.
I mean, I have seen you like hit musties before in the clips channel. I mean, I saw you go for one in this game. I'm like, oh my god, of course this guy
I
is.
wanted it, bro. I wanted it.
Hey, you might not have hit it
Smiley
this series,
face.
but I expect to see it in your next series. But I mean, those
Fair
shots,
enough.
are those just shots that you like have like that you could read in the like the back of your palm, or is that something you just like, yep, I'm up. If I hit it, I hit it. If I don't, I don't. Like,
It's a little bit of both. Mostly free balling it, especially at that speed. I have not practiced at that to that capacity yet, but I want to say that was a stroke of luck, but also kind of just the camera angle gave it away that it was a waterfall, so I tried to position best I could for it.
yeah, position best you did. Pigeon, Jordan, my other Jordan, my twin Lynn. Got any question for the boys here?
Jordan duo.
Yeah, I guess this one can go to anybody, but you guys are starting off 2-0. I gotta ask, going into the season, have you guys played a lot before? Because your rotations and chemistry seemed really on point. You guys are super aggressive and are really good at playing off each other. So did you guys have a little bit of chemistry going into the season, or is this kind of just really coming together naturally with the season starting?
Z, you want to answer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you take that one.
today we played like 2 matches before the set, and Wednesday we played, I'd say 3 matches before the set, and that's all we have for threes experience together.
So you guys just naturally have the chem.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
it just works that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I don't really know who you guys go up against into week 3. Is there any team out there, I gotta ask, especially in week 1, is there any team that you guys are like, all right, if there's a team to beat, it's gonna be this one?
That would be us.
All right.
Yeah, we are the team to beat.
Yeah, get out
I mean,
of my
honestly-
call. Get
honestly-
out of my call.
My bad.
Honestly, I mean, maybe Dracula. I mean, he's coming off of the win at LAN.
He's
That's
come off
about
of
it.
back-to-back Division
Yeah.
C championships.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. It'll be interesting to see how he plays without jamming. So, other than that, I mean, I don't think we're terribly worried at all.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys keep playing the way that you did today, I think it wouldn't be any sort of issue. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to who plays better that day at that time for your series. So,
Exactly.
you have any last questions here for the boys here, my fellow Jordan?
I do not. I love the confidence. I love the aggressiveness. Keep going, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
I got a question
Thank you very
for
much.
Cosmic. I have a question for Cosmic.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure
I am the
Happy would
caster
also know
here.
the answer. It's not really as much of a question, but Happy, you know this too. Mega Knight!
Yay! Mega Knight! All right. No. Get out. Get out.
Alright,
Okay.
and thank you.
Oh god. Yeah. Hopping on over back to us there. I know we called game 4 for both of those, but honestly, I for one wasn't expecting the sweep. What about you?
I wasn't either. I think it was definitely in the cards with how good that COOP'S Cuties was on the stat sheet, but a sweep was kind of insane. And although all the games were close, like, just COOP'S Cuties looked so dominant. And when they said they were the team to beat, they might just be right.
You know, I think I might have to agree with that one. They won in a pretty dominant fashion there. But, I mean, time will only tell. It is only week 1. Div C does get the honor to be the division to have those ASAP matches. So maybe it was a stroke of luck, maybe it was a fluke. Guess we'll have to see what happens in week 2. But thank you yet again for joining me in this 10 p.m. stream. Kind of glad it ended in a sweep because it gives me more time to do other stuff. But before we end the stream, you got any last words to say to the chat?
I mean, all I got to say is DCRL is back. It's great to be back. Great time for players and spectators, casters alike. So great to see the season start. Great to get the games going back, and just excited for the season to keep going.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It's good to be back. I don't know if you caught me bringing this up during the last series, but I plan on being a lot more active in my streams. No longer the new guy at my job, so I have a little bit of leeway there. So yeah, I get to do a lot of cool stuff. Hopefully, I am the streamer to stream the most this season. That's actually kind of something I've been wanting to do. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for everyone that tuned into the stream here. Yeah, get out of here, Arrow. Thank you everyone for tuning into the stream here. I do appreciate it. I try to limit the scuffness as much as possible, but first stream of the season is always going to be a little bit scuffed. There's always new rosters, new names, new something. There's always got to be something new. But before we leave, if you are going to make any poor decisions and spend your money on any epic game, Fortnite or Rocket League, please be sure to use code DCRL. It's how I get paid. It's actually not how I get paid. K-Tool holds a gun on my head. He forces me to do this. He doesn't actually. But if you are going to make poor financial decisions, please use code DCRL. It works in Fortnite. I know the K-pop Demon Hunter skins are out right now. May have to drop some bands to acquire those. I will use code DCRL if I do. As well as, but I've been meaning to get a new goal explosion to emit some aura here at Div A. Not the flex, but use code DCRL. A bunch of other Spotify. Bunch of social medias there on the bottom. If you want to get in on the action for DCRL, please be sure to join the Discord. You'll find a lot of people willing to either coach you or even just play games with you. If you want to play the best of the best, play Sixers late at night. That's where all of the D-gens go to play. But yeah, my name is Cosmic. I am joined by Pigeon. We will see you guys next stream.